Om Shanti, welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is day 6 for our 21 days Pati, Self-Sovereignty, title Sun and Moon of Knowledge, Elevated Sanskar, Godly Star of Success. Now we'll be listening from Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. It's very sweet, lovely, and powerful experience to be in silence for a while. Even we had been in silence few times a day these days and integrate silence as a karma yogi, but still for a longer time to be in silence is something which is very, very useful, beneficial. It brings lot of beautiful experiences. One comes to know one's own reality and closeness to Baba. Since we all had been experimenting on self-sovereignty, I think that we all have some realization, a lot of checking and also change. Whole day I had been thinking a lot on being a seed, master seed, of course, master creator and then seed. That how seed takes from inside the earth and from above. It takes from fertilizers and water from the earth and also sunlight, air. So from down and above and makes itself very, very full, very powerful. So this whole experience of being a seed is something very, very beautiful. But as I said, one of the important benefit is that whole day this thought stays in some form or other, even while doing karma yoga. So it's very, very useful to do this homework. And of course, as I mentioned, that God doesn't create souls because souls are eternal. But what He is creating within us, we are aware of that, and also changing old world into new. So that aspect also it stayed with me all day. How to change old into new. Of course, God can change whole world, old world into new. But then each one of us, as soon as any old from the past emerges, how I change it to new, make it new. So that also is a very beautiful internal activity and also very good, beautiful attainment. But also now when we think of my own self as one who has right to be star of success. And Baba says that generally it is when there is sunrise, then night changes into day. It's not stars bring that change. But because we are one with one who is sun of knowledge, we are able to change night into day also. But very, very subtle question arises that Baba has hope in all of us. And then some of us, we are always successful, and some Baba knows will be successful. But to have this subtle doubt in one's own success, and for that, I remember when Baba is saying, first you have to be victorious, and then you will be successful. Because these subtle obstacles in the form of doubts which come, will I be able to do or not? I'm not sure if I will make it. Lack of self trust, we can say. But if you remind yourself that I am one who is Baba's successful star, and that is my birthright, so not allow these questions or doubts to come in the mind, because then you get disheartened. Sometimes you have enthusiasm, other time you feel you can't make it. It's too difficult for you. Then there is no progress. No, progress is only possible when where you are, you move forward. So Baba is saying there are certain stars in the sky which also has tail. I know there must be English word for that, but we call it tail. So Baba is saying these subtle doubts and questions are like tail. In India, when we were young, we were told that if any star is changing place or sometimes is falling on earth, we should not see it, because if we see it, it's not good omens then. So Baba also says that when there are very subtle doubts, let's say four of us doing something, two are very sure about something and two not sure. So Baba said the energy will become very heavy. The power of gathering of four will not be there. So taking that responsibility also, then Baba says sometimes the stars change place. So same is if our stage also keep fluctuating, keep changing, is not considered to be good for the universe. So how I have to be individually making myself progress and success. So if there is success, and then there is doubt, then there is no progress. You will find that there is not, I haven't gone much advance, no, which we need to go. We have to travel to our destination, to Baba. So the importance of this awareness of my birthright, that I am a successful star, I can definitely tell from my own experience that anything small, big, you don't know, but if you have said yes to Baba, or you have said yes to your seniors, my seniors for daddies, then how it works out, impossible becomes possible, difficult becomes easy, because I have to keep reminding myself as Baba's child, is what Baba is asking me, I am doing it. And those who have this bhavna that I'm saying yes to Baba, I'm saying yes to my ancestor souls. When there is this bhavna, there is lot of power in that. Not only that, but the way drama makes everything possible. I remember one time, was many years ago, must be in early 60s, Baba wanted that why you all sitting in summer, go to these hill stations and there you arrange exhibitions. So we don't know anyone. We go there, we rent a place, we rent place for us to live. There were so many volunteers will go to explain exhibition. And here comes one thing. That day, there was something happening in that hill station. So the governor of the state was there. So he invited us for the evening tea. And we went there. We didn't expect all that to happen. Then he said he will come for inauguration of exhibition. And then this same governor became instrument to give land in many places. He helped many places. Then he became the governor of Rajasthan. So then also he helped a lot. So how it is connected? You doing something, something else waiting for us for Baba's service. You take on that, there's something else. So interesting scenes of drama we are able to witness if we go into territory which is unknown. When I say unknown, we didn't know anyone. Same when I think of New York or Guyana or anywhere. We didn't know anyone. And today we have Baba's huge, unlimited task going on. So if you really kind of have this self-trust that I am a star of success and whatever assignment comes, you do it. Interesting scenes emerge one after another. And you really, really enjoy those scenes, but also it is a big cooperation in unlimited task. And I think it is worth this adventure. Many of you might say, oh, this I haven't done. You are so be comfortable with whatever we had been doing. But then the new learning on our part, but what it requires, just have this trust that I am the star of success. And then victory is internal, success is external. So when obstacles come, or if there is any situation, if I just remain very stable and knew from here I am going forward, here I am not going back, I won't be stuck, I am going forward. There will be high jump, there will be some new revelation. So that kind of internal faith help us to be victorious. And then success is there. Baba said externally, even if there is something, it didn't happen the way we want, doesn't matter. But did I get disheartened? You understand? These are two different things. If I get disheartened, I fail. I'm not victorious. So even if something outside happened, you won't feel progress. So how this internal journey, and especially at this time, Baba wants us to be instrument, but we have to see what way and how Baba wants to use me. So never get disheartened. Always have 100% self-trust. And of course, there won't be ego because you know it's Baba who's making you instrument, was not my plan, even not my thought. So there is always humility, lot of humility because his heart is really full with love for Baba. Is Baba's task get accomplished? But I also became victorious and free from all the obstacles. So it's really, really beautiful when we will experiment, and which is not experimenting only as homework, but internally reflect on that. and be prepared so that Baba can use us properly and make us instrument for his task. But my determination is that I will always be victorious so that Baba's task can be taken further and also I could progress with this total self-trust. So we are a sun of knowledge, moon of knowledge, and we are sparkling successful stars with them. So we continue with our journey of self-sovereignty with these thoughts. Om Shanti. I want to let you all know that our senior brother, Amit Chand Bhai, he left body this morning and I think within 2 hours or so they have cremation in India. Some of you must remember he came to Peace Village. Very loveful, joyful, carefree person. I knew him since childhood, but not that closely until he came to New York. And even after returning from there, every time he met me in Gyan Sarovar or Shantivan, he was very, very loving as older brother, you know. So we all collectively, in the end, will have few minutes of silence, but also in our hearts, we express our very, very big thanks of his life, his presence in Yagya.
Om Shanti. So now I would like to invite Sister Gayatri, and she will guide us for our tomorrow's homework. And then after that, as Didi said, that we will observe 2-3 minutes silence for our dear brother Amit Chand Bhaiji, and then we'll start our Avyakti journey. So, I'd like to invite Sister Gayatri.
Om Shanti. Good night to everyone. And first, before taking you through tomorrow's homework, I'm going to be sharing with you the featured experience for tonight. And it goes like this. It's very personal, actually. It goes like this. Oh ho, Sister Gayatri, such an experience this morning based on today's homework. Maybe you would wish to share with Avyakti Parivar souls. Sister Mohini shared during Avyakti Parivar last night about the Creator and seed. And she prepared us for understanding the title and elevated sanskaras. She connected Creator and seed with charitable. As I listened, I knew much churning would be necessary to understand all the deep points shared by Sister Mohini. Also, when Sister Gayatri prepares us, I, the soul, also think how the points are so deep. More churning needs to happen to understand, let alone the experience. But here is what happened this morning. I read the homework assignment in its entirety. I liked the idea of burning the seed of sanskaras of the past. But the practice that I chose was based on Sister Mohini's class and was in the intellect section of the homework. Now, quote, now become like me, detached from the body, and consider yourself to be a soul like me, close quote. But that was the aim. Also, the thought from yesterday's Murli that Shiv Baba does not worry. It's Dada who has to worry about becoming the number one pure soul. So there was the natural feeling that I, the soul, am like Shiv Baba and therefore carefree. So when the focus practice started, it was I, the teeny tiny point of light, the tiny seed, the master creator, connected to the supreme seed, the creator and seed. It was about being detached from the body in less than a second, and just at first being a master creator and seed like Shiv Baba. And then, remembering a class from Sister Mohini a few weeks ago, the tiny soul fills itself with Baba's power, love, peace, purity, and joy. So I, the soul, just filled and filled, the creator and seed filling the master creator child so naturally. At one point, only for a second, I, the soul, felt tension in the puppet of the body, in the puppet body. This is something the soul continues to work on, as there should be no tension, which to me is connected with battling and worry and warrior sanskaras. No, I am not a silver-aged soul. I am a golden-aged soul. So the tension was removed within a split second that I, the soul, was once again detached from the body and like Shiv Baba. I was up above in Paramdham and in my place in the inverted tree. I was happily part of the inverted tree of elevated souls. Then the thought that I, the soul, wanted to be closer to the beloved Shiv Baba. So the soul moved just as close to Shiv Baba as it could. It wanted to sit on Baba's heart throne, but it knows it must be invited onto the heart throne. This too from Sister Mohini's sharing. Next thing, the soul did see more light in the mind's eye, the third eye of recognition. I never know if I'm truly sitting on Baba's heart throne, but I think this light is a sign. The soul feels the love and peace from Baba. And this is what took place. The consciousness was in the awareness that I, the soul, must take from creator and seed, so that I, master creator and seed, can have the power to be Master Creator and seed. Then the most beautiful feeling and experience. From the homework and Swaman point, I, the soul, created a beautiful scene of the Kalpa tree. It was in Bharat, in Delhi, near the banks of the river Jamuna. It was the tree in its full manifestation, and the Creator, Supreme Seed, and angelic Father Brahma were at the top. I went to the top of the tree in my Master Creator seed form to do the homework of spreading good wishes and pure feelings to the world. For a second, Father Brahma also became a seed. Then I was transformed into my angelic form. Father Brahma too came into his angelic form. And the whole elevated Brahmin family, all of us, pure, elevated souls, were there in our angelic form and sending love, peace, pure feelings, good wishes to the souls of the world. We were all master seeds, master creators, elevated charitable souls, doing the most noble punya, as this is our purpose. And the heart was so touched. It was all of us together at the top of the Kalpa tree, all of us cooperating, all of us doing punya, all of us who love Shiv Baba so deeply, who have such great love for humanity, all of us. And it was so powerful to be part of it. But the power was amazing beyond words. And then it happened. There was the experience that we did it together. We toppled the tree. It came down. But it came down with the power of all of us in the most merciful way, with our love and good wishes for each soul on the tree, with gratitude to the tree and to humanity, with respect, with feelings of creator seeds like our Father. And we, all of us together, held and protected the new sapling. It was a very intense experience, and tears of love sprang from the eyes of the puppet. The heart of the puppet raced, and the mercy and gratitude and love for the Brahmin family held the heart. We did it, and we did it together. Double Om Shanti. OSOS. Of course, we know that this is the secret acronym and code for one strength and one support. So, OSOS. Thank you, dear Gayatri, for leading us in your beautiful way. Thank you, dear beloved Sister Mohini. Thank you, Baba. With unlimited eternal love, in sweet Baba's remembrance, Sister Carol from Manhattan. Thank you, Sister Carol. I had to read the full thing. I didn't know how to change anything or how to edit it. So I wanted Sister Mohini to hear the full experience, because how much and how deep her words are taking souls. So when they read the Murli, they take so much more. So that was very beautiful. So let's move into our day 6. And it's tomorrow's Murli. And the title is The Sun and Moon of Knowledge. So of course the sun is Shiv Baba, the moon is Brahma Baba. And the elevated sanskara is the godly star of success. Now, Baba is talking about his godly constellation of stars, but he focused quite specifically on the star of success. Just before I take you through the three mind, intellect, and sanskara, I want to just set a context again of what a sanskara is in relation to this particular Murli. And Baba, in talking about the sanskara of a star of success, there are a few things that I'd like to highlight, but there's so much more. He says these stars of success would renounce worldly success for the sake of a sacred purpose. So the sanskara wouldn't be to praise themselves or to be talking about themselves and their success, but they would be praising Baba. They experience life as a constant and stable force with an elevated stage that comes from an inner truth, an inner cohesive truth that keeps them stable. So he's going to be talking about the sanskara of a stable stage based on that inner cohesive truth. And then he said the sanskara is that they never fluctuate. They never are influenced by failure. And even if there is failure, they would honor their own inner capacity to transform failure into success. So these are some of the characteristics which are sanskaras of the star of success. And then Baba asks us to check the mind. And he says, checking our thoughts. Do my thoughts create questions of why and what, making the atmosphere in the family and service heavy? And Sister Mohini talked about that. That's the comet star with the tail. How do I change? How do I change my mind? How do I change those thoughts? Remain stable in the form of a point. And in every task, remind others of the point of the drama. Then the intellect, what do I check? Do I step down from the elevated stage of faith, relationships, and dharana, through which my intellect becomes like a stone? Then I have to change that. In the context of both Lokkic and Alokkic service, have the faith in the intellect that you will have success. Never have any arrogance of your own success. Use the power of tolerance as a means of progress. And then the elevated sanskaras, what are we checking? Do I experience self-doubt? Through, I don't know whether it will happen or not. Will I be able to do this or not? Baba says, the change that I'm looking at, success is your birthright. Experience success as a right. Attain success without having to labor and without asking for it. Be humble, be creative, with a pure and a gentle nature. Now, these are just teasers, or you could say they are the course before the main course. You know, they are those little snacks that you get. So treat it as teasers, treat it as the snacks before the main meal. And then you will be able to be very curious about the Murli. And then you set the Murli within these points to make complete sense so that you could then make the deep effort that is required. Thank you. Om Shanti and good luck.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much, Sister Gayatri, for sharing such a beautiful experience from Sister Carol and also guiding us for tomorrow's homework. And now, for 2-3 minutes, we will sit in silence for our dear brother, Amir Chand Bhaiji. This is our dear brother, Amir Chand Bhaiji. and just observe silence for 2-3 minutes. Soon there will be a funeral in 1 or 2 hours.
इशारों में बुला रहा मुझे कोई बेहद से इशारों में बुला रहा मुझे
Om Shanti, welcome to Awakti Journey. Today is Saturday, subtle day, sweet silence with Bab Dada. So today, what special we are doing is sharing drishti. So we'll be spotlighting everyone, and if you have angel with you, you can keep angel in your hand, and we'll just have that stage emerge in us and just share that angelic drishti with everyone. So before that, let's get our swaman for tomorrow.
With the experience of being close to the sun of knowledge and the moon of knowledge, I, the elevated soul, am a godly star of success.
This is the same Murli which we'll be listening tomorrow, said Baba is speaking. So it's wonderful Murli. With the experience of being close to the sun of knowledge and the moon of knowledge, I, the elevated soul, am a godly star of success. So that's the Swaman related to our chart also.